Let's solve the equation 6y squared plus 11y plus 4 equals 0. Okay, we're going to solve this by factoring. We're going to factor the left expression, so that way we have two factors multiplied together that equals 0. Then we will use the zero product property to find two simple equations that we can solve and find our two solutions. Okay, we need to factor 6y squared plus 11y plus 4. Remember, if we're doing the AC method here, we have to start off by multiplying 6 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24, so I need two numbers that multiply together to give me 24, but they add together to be 11. Okay, so I'm going to list out some numbers that multiply together to equal 24, but add together to be 11. The first numbers that come to mind are 2 and 12. 2 times 12 is 24. 2 plus 12 is 14, so that's not quite what I need. The next option is 3 and 8. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 plus 8 is 11. Okay, good. 3 and 8. Now I will use 3 and 8 to split 11y into two terms. Okay, so I'm going to bring down 6y squared. I'm going to bring down plus 4 equals 0. And 11y is going to split into two terms. The two terms are 3y and 8y. Okay, now again, if you combine those terms, you get 11y back. Okay, so 6y squared plus 3y plus 8y plus 4, all of that equals 0. I'm going to group together the first two terms and the last two terms. Now I'm going to look at these two groupings individually. 6y squared plus 3y. Those two terms have a common factor of 3y. They have a common factor of 3y. Okay, so that will leave me with, if I divide this by 3y, will leave me with 2y. And if I divide that by 3y, I'm left with a positive 1. Now 8y plus 4, those two terms have a common factor of 4, a positive 4. Okay, well if I divide 8y by 4, I get 2y. If I divide 4 by 4, I get positive 1. All that equals 0. Okay, the final step here, I have two terms. It's kind of harder to see it this way, but I have two terms. They both have a common factor. The common factor is 2y plus 1. And so with common factors, we write the common factor first, 2y plus 1. And then if I divide this by 2y plus 1, they would cancel out and leave me with 3y. If I divided this one by 2y plus 1, they would again divide out and leave me with plus 4. So 2y plus 1 times 3y plus 4 equals 0. Okay, so we factored it. Now we have two factors that are multiplied together and their product is 0. I can use the zero product property to solve the rest of this equation. So the zero product property says that if you have two factors that multiply together to be 0, the first one could be the 0, the second one could be the 0, right? You could get 0 in either case. So figure out the y value that gives you 0 in either case. Solve two different equations. 2y plus 1 equals 0. We'll eliminate the constant term by subtracting 1 from both sides. That'll leave me with 2y equals negative 1. I will divide both sides by 2. I get negative 1/2. Okay, now 3y plus 4 equals 0. I'll subtract 4 from both sides to eliminate the constant term. 3y equals negative 4. Now I'll divide both sides by 3 to remove the 3 in front of the y. Y equals negative 4 over 3. Okay, so there we go. Negative 1/2 and negative 4 over 3. Those are my two solutions.